So who should cook? Is it the man or the woman? And I'll ask another question: who should cook in the house? Tomorrow, let me give you two types of women. We have three. We have one category one. They say it's the sole duty of the woman to cook. The husband can only cook if he wishes. We have that one. Two, we have those women who say it is 50-50. If the woman arrives home first, she's the one to cook. If the man comes in first, he's the one to prepare the meal. And three, category three, we have maybe this group that say maybe they don't like cooking. So hello guys, welcome to our channel. Call me Jay.
I'm Sens.
So today we want to talk about one question that men ask most of the time. It's this one question that they ask women, and sometimes women don't give them answers. I really don't know why. Sometimes they kind of get pissed off. So we really wanna talk about that topic today in details. So we really wanna know what women bring to the table in relationship setup, in marriage setup. What is the value that women bring? Because at the end of the day, a marriage or relationship is partnership. So we want to know what value do women bring to the relationship. And of course, some women say that they table themselves. So we really want to know if they're the table themselves. So maybe you can first tell us. I want to give you time to introduce yourself. Here. For the new audience.
I'm Sens.
Okay. So we want you to at least represent the girl child, represent the women.
Okay.
So tell us, what do women bring to the table? Maybe maybe you can first maybe give us some highlights or some introductory bit, and then now tell us what women bring to the table.
Okay. Maybe to start with, I would like to say, if by any chance a man could ask me what I bring to the table, I couldn't get mad or pissed off. First, you need to understand the meaning of the question. Understand deeply what the question means before you answer, before you feel like you're pissed off or something. So I could just say this: the ability to see what the table needs first. These are actually the responsibility of a woman in the society. Yeah, or maybe if you are a wife, we are talking about the responsibilities of a wife in a family, the responsibilities of a wife in the house, the responsibility of a girl when you're living with your boyfriend. Yeah.
So, okay, in this context, let us now. Okay, let us. Okay. Take. I don't want us to narrow down to marriage alone, but we shall talk about. We shall heavily rely on. We shall heavily talk about what women bring to the table as far as marriage is concerned.
Okay.
Yeah. So, keep on telling us what women bring to the table.
Okay. So I could just maybe start by questioning, and you can answer me, or maybe the audience could answer me. So if I was to ask, okay, or if you were to bring some things on the table, maybe I'm your girlfriend or your wife or your husband. So what happens if you bring A and then I bring A without you knowing and without me knowing you're bringing this? So that means when I identify what the table means, I'll be in a position to bring the right thing. Yeah, and it's different from when a person doesn't know what to bring on the table. Because I don't know, I haven't sat down and maybe taken my time to note what is it that does not exist on this table that I really need to bring it out. Yeah.
So, in a nutshell, you're trying to say, at the end of the day, women should know what is what value they should bring. Yeah, what basically lacks in maybe in a man's life.
Yeah, maybe to make everyone understand, let me, for example, say if maybe we all bring meat on the table, and at the end of the day, you don't know me better, so you didn't know that I'm a vegetarian, and as well, you never knew I'm a vegetarian, and we all brought meat on the table. What happens at the end of the day? Or maybe
one will not eat.
yeah, maybe one won't eat, or maybe we will just not eat, all of us. Given that we are lovers, we can be like, oh, if you're not eating, then I'm not eating. So, and that was brought in by you not knowing what is it that the table asks for you to bring it. Another example, maybe if you brought bread and I brought bread, no one thought of bringing maybe wine or tea or water, and we couldn't do bread for the whole day or even for an hour. We both know it's difficult to survive on bread alone. So it's just basically on you identifying what the table is. What is it that does not exist on that table for you to bring it? And if you don't know what is needed, you will mess yourselves out. I mean, you'll mess me and I'll mess you. Because you'll focus on bringing something on the table that I haven't identified what you've brought. So it will be similar, maybe, to what I'll bring. At the end of the day, we won't be helping each other.
Okay. So you've mentioned something important. It's about somebody knowing what lacks on the table, so how do they bring it?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
I mean, you have
I'll ask a question about this later.
Okay. You have to be in a position to identify, because your man is here with you, but you're not having a clear communication with them. Or at some point, you might be communicating, but they might not mention the thing. They want you to maybe identify it by yourself for it not to be heavy on your side. So it's you to call for yourself, to call a meeting for yourself, ask yourself questions. This is the table. What is it that is needed on this table for you to bring? So in the beginning you mentioned women getting pissed off when they are questioned about.
Yeah, most of them, they'll be like, don't ask me what I bring to the table. I mean, why? Like, so I want to be like, why is it that men keep asking what women bring to the table? I mean, what's wrong about asking?
Naturally, women get pissed off and they always have the constant answer. Like maybe if they're working, they'll be like, I'm financially stable. Maybe I bring time, I bring peace, or maybe I have a womb. Most of them will have the common answer, the four answers that are mentioned. And maybe today, I'd like to say, before this man lost their peace, it's you who made them reach that extent. I mean, before they met you, they had peace of mind. Before they met you, they had time, having themselves with their families or friends. They were okay. I mean, before they came into your life, they used to come back in the house late at night, and it was peaceful. Okay. Now you're coming into their lives. You start being arrogant. You start questioning them. To me, you came in and subtracted the peace part, and now you want to say you're bringing peace. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I was to ask that question. Yeah. Because I wouldn't say I bring peace. Who told you that you don't need peace? Who told you that we lack peace? Okay. We don't need a woman to be peaceful. Women will tell you that I bring peace on the table. Yeah. So I mean, that does not make sense. Your question will just take us to what I said at the beginning. You have to know what is it that a person needs first. Who told you? Like, it's very arrogantly and disrespectful of you to think a man needs your money, a man needs respect, a man needs maybe your time and all that. Like, someone should maybe come in and explain to us. It's not that what you give is what people want or what people need, especially in a relationship or in a marriage. If your man ever tells you this is what I want and this is what I need, it's okay. That means you will work on that, constantly working on that to bring that on the table. But if at all they don't mention it, it doesn't mean what you bring is what they need. So it's you again, as an individual, to sit down and question yourself, have time for yourself, and identify the need on the table. Okay. Identify the need on your husband, your boyfriend. Yeah. Well explained.
So you can maybe continue and now maybe list for us some of the things that women bring to the table. You can categorize them and so on, so that we now get to know. Because now these are the answers that men want. So you can list them one by one. So what are these things that women bring to the table from a general point of view? You can just list them one by one.
Okay, maybe before I mention them, list them, I would also like to tell the women or the girl child, your boyfriend or your husband doesn't really care about how much you make.
Okay.
Because
they don't. Okay.
They don't care.
Okay.
Because we all know men go an extra mile for finances. It's all about the bed issues and finance for men. Right.
It depends. We have different men.
But 80%.
For men who subscribe to the traditional way of things, they'll be like, I'll cater for finances and maybe the bedroom matters. But for men who also subscribe to the modern feminist way of things, they'll be like, I also care about finances. I can care for this. For example, the woman can take care of maybe small things like maybe sometimes food in the house.
Okay.
The man can take care of now the bigger roles like rent, school fees and many other things.
Okay.
Medical insurance and many other things.
What I'm trying to say is 80% of the men will be taking care of the financial issues in the house or in a relationship or in a marriage. So your man won't really care about how much you make, maybe annually or monthly. So it's just you as a wife, as a relationship.
Girlfriend.
As a girlfriend, to know what you will do to make this man feel like a man and to make this husband feel like I have a wife.
Okay.
Yeah. If people see your husband out there or your boyfriend, will they be in a position to say your life changed immediately you got married? That means maybe I'm dressing you. You're smart than before. You're clean than before, and many things of the sort. So these are basically the responsibility of a wife or a girl or a woman in the society. Whether you're a nanny, you're a teacher, you're a wife, you're what else? Anything that you are in the community, any responsibility that you take, maybe as a career or just a passion, you must be in a position to participate in giving back. And in this sense, you're giving back that in the sense that you're making the husband or the boy child or the kid or the other society benefit from you directly. Yeah.
Okay. So you can now at least because at least you clarified that.
Okay. So I'll categorize this into 3 parts: in the relationship, and maybe in the family, and in the society. What a woman will contribute when you are in a relationship, what a wife will contribute in a family, that is when you're married.
So in this family, we're talking about now the nuclear family and the extended family. So plus the in-laws and many other things.
I think the in-laws and any other things can come to the society.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's about your kids and maybe your husband. What you give them.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe lastly we'll talk about what a woman brings to the society.
Okay.
Community. I'll start maybe with, in a relationship, the responsibility of maybe a girlfriend. If you are in a relationship, whether casual or a serious relationship, whatever, there are those responsibilities that you have to perform as a girlfriend, as a woman. The fact that you exist in that position.
Okay. But let us center it to marriage.
Okay.
Because for girlfriend and boyfriend, it's not so much structured. So let us center it on marriage. So what do women have? So you can list, maybe you can start with the family level. Family, now the man, the woman, and the wife, and the children.
Okay, maybe in a family, I could talk about the nurturing. This whereby a woman or a mother is in a position to bring up the kids.
So nurturing. One nurturing.
The second one is caregiving, both to the kids and maybe your husband.
So how?
In maybe cooking, making sure they eat breakfast, they eat lunch, they eat dinner, or maybe taking care of them and making sure your husband and your kid they're both clean.
Okay.
You make sure you bathe your kids and you need your husband to take showers. Well.
Okay.
I think men, not all men can tell themselves it's time to shower.
Okay.
So it's your responsibility to take it as a primary concern, to remind them and make them be at least whom you want them to be.
Now, there's one issue you've talked about. You've talked about the woman ensuring that she cooks. So who should cook? Is it the man or the woman? And I'll ask another question. Who should cook in the house?
The woman should cook in the house, yeah.
2, we have these women who say that the man should cook. If the woman cooks today, the man should cook tomorrow. Let me give you 2 types of women. We have 3. We have one category 1. They say it's the sole duty of the woman to cook. The husband can only cook if he wishes. We have that one. 2, we have those women who say it is 50-50. If the woman arrives home first, she's going to cook. If the man comes in first, he's going to prepare the meal. And 3, category 3, we have maybe this group that say maybe they don't like cooking. They don't like cooking. It's not their thing. They would even prefer maybe buying food somewhere. So maybe you can tell us now, matters cooking. How should a man now react to this 3 types of women? We have because we have different men with the different kinds of women.
Okay. First, maybe this will go to men and men alone. Before you decide to marry your girl, it's very good for you to know the kind of a person that you're bringing into your house.
So they should ask.
Just to know them.
Okay.
If your girl knows how to cook, you will know. If your girl doesn't know how to cook, you will know. So it's you to decide. You're taking me in your house knowing I don't know how to cook. Okay. Cooking is not my thing. So it's you to decide. Okay. Is it a yes or a no before we reach there? Yeah, so I could say at first how you started the journey really matters. If I wasn't used to cooking from the beginning, it doesn't mean I'll start now cooking after maybe 11 years in marriage. If I wasn't used to, I've never washed, it doesn't mean today you just wake up in the morning and tell me how to wash. It's how you started. If you start on this note, you have to maintain the length till the end. Yeah. And maybe if your wife is sick, you can just cook for them. But as a woman, you should not ask your husband to cook. Okay. They could do it voluntarily.
Voluntarily, something voluntary.
Yeah, they can just say that today I can cook for us, or maybe let me come, I help you. That's okay. But you don't have to ask them to do it. Okay.
That's well said. I think now the boyfriend is very happy.
That will bring us to household management. As a wife, it's your responsibility to take care of the house. It's you to know when something is almost over in the house or not. It's you to know what you need in the budget. It's
so stock management of shopping and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can afford it, you can just go and buy it. If you can't afford it, you can tell your guy, babe, today I was planning to go for shopping. Then it's about this kind of money. If you could maybe sort, or maybe I'll send you. Again, we have different kind of men. There is a man who will give you maybe their card. Others will prefer to give you cash. Others will tell you, you go and shop and pay direct from where I pay. So I think it's your responsibility as a wife, as a woman in the house, to take care of all those things in the house. Your man doesn't have to know something is maybe missing in the kitchen and you don't know. Yeah.
Okay, well said. So I think you've clarified what at least men need to know matters. Because let me tell you one thing about men. Men naturally don't like being in the kitchen, and that's why when you go to the hotels, most of the client base is male. You rarely find females in the going for, going to eat in the hotels, and you'll find some women pressurizing their men to cook. Yet it's naturally men don't like being in the kitchen. Yeah, so sometimes when you tell a man to go in the kitchen, they don't like it, and men will keep quiet. They'll just keep quiet and try to do it because they don't have issues. Yeah.
Mentioning maybe pressuring your man to do this and that in the house, and maybe the society, or we were brought up knowing it was meant for a girl child, I could reminds me of something. If you think or you feel this is not your place, you just have to leave. Yeah, just go. The left side of the stage is always open for you to leave.
Okay.
You can go and look for another person who will be cooking for you. A person who will be ready to cook whenever you feel like you're tired.
Also, the man should leave.
The woman.
The woman should leave. Okay.
Yeah, the woman should leave. I mean, we are talking about what people bring on the table here. So, if you think you can't bring your cooking skills, and this man buys food every day, you can as well leave. Look for another person who will afford takeaways, who will afford maybe you going to the restaurant for breakfast, for lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, stop pressuring people, stop pressuring your mom, the dad to your kids about all this.
Okay.
Yeah, but it will be difficult for a person to afford to pay breakfast and lunch for maybe a family of 5.
Do you think feminism has played a role in this, whereby we have these feminists who advocate for rights of women? They say women have a voice in the society, and they say a woman and a man are equal. And with this, I'm not saying feminism is bad, but I'm trying to say, do you think that sometimes so too much of something is poisonous, so they are overdoing it? Or some women also, it could also not be the feminists, it could be just now that the fact that we have the feminism movement, so you find some of them now take that and overuse it. They decide to now pollute whatever's been given to them. Yeah.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
And maybe I could just answer it by a quote. I think I don't know where it came from, but it's all about the women and the marriage stuff. The strongest ability of a woman is to strongly and constantly seek to know what they really have to do as women. Yeah, that will be your strongest ability. If you don't know what to do, even if you are pregnant, you don't know what to do, there will be no meaning of your pregnancy.
Okay.
Yeah, so once you know first, that will help you maneuver.
Yeah, so thank you for the clarification. So I think you've made it crystal clear. I think our viewers, you can be typing your questions at different points so that we get to them. So I think you clarified it very well.
Yeah, maybe you said I should not base on the relationship part of it.
Okay.
But I think
you can just also mention something with
some
the relationship.
points in relation can really help people who are still in marriage.
Okay.
Issues like the mental health. Yeah, like you need to be there to support your person, support your mom, support your kids, dad when it comes to mental health issues. Yeah, when they come, maybe they're exhausted or they're going through a hard day at work or something. You have to be there for them.
Okay.
Maybe consult them, tell them it's okay. If they are tired, be there for them. Tell them things will be okay. Meanwhile, we can maybe sort this by doing this, maybe moving to a cheaper house or something. Or maybe head savings. We can use them as you maybe look for other jobs and all that.
So in a nutshell, we also bring another role that women, or another thing that women bring to the table, which is emotional support.
Yeah,
like you
emotional
said.
Support and the mental health.
Okay.
Like they're different.
Okay.
Like different.
Yeah. So like when you say when, for example, a man loses his job, right? Okay. So you can continue.
The other thing is maybe I could say companionship.
So in what sense?
Like for example, in a house, you're living with your husband and kids. I'll maybe narrow it to a very simple example for all of us to understand. Maybe the difference between joy and happiness. When a when a mom is in the house, when a mother is in the house, when a wife is in the house, there is that constant joy. I mean, joy is what lives in you. It's not triggered by anything that happens, but happiness is brought in when something happens. So when your mom is always around in the house, you find that kids are always happy, the husband is always happy. So it makes the house warm. I mean, you can be happy because you know everything is sorted. I mean, the house is clean. That makes you feel the joy. When you come back from work, you are tired. You find maybe food is ready. Kids have done their homework. They're already asleep. You feel there is joy. Yeah, and maybe when you talk about happiness, in some maybe once in a while, mothers and wives also bring in happiness. When your wife gives birth to twins, that will make you be happy. So it will bring happiness to the soul. When your wife cooks nice food and maybe you haven't eaten that food for a while, it will bring happiness and the joy will be constant. So I could say again, you as a wife, you as a woman in the house, having the kids and the husband, it's your responsibility to ensure they are constantly happy.
Any other addition?
So something just closer to companionship. I like to talk about effective communication. This whereby, as a woman, you identify the need in the house, the need that exists that maybe your husband isn't aware of, and you inform them and they know how to sort. Maybe something closer to companionship. I would like to talk about effective communication. This is whereby, as a wife in the house, you have to identify the needs that are in the house so that you communicate to your husband for them to sort where possible. Also, maybe it's about the kids are sick or maybe the budget and all that. So it's you first to identify what is it that is missing and what can I do now that the kid is sick. So it's obvious you have to go to the hospital. So it's you to communicate to your husband, so that they know and maybe support you financially. That is if you're not having the medical cover, and if you're having, at least they should also give you other money for maybe the Uber and all that. So as a wife, communicate effectively to your husband. In the middle of the night, you can keep on checking on the kids and check on your husband as well because they're tired. Maybe they came in exhausted because of the nature of their job. So check on them and check on the kids. If the temperature of the kids are changing maybe in the middle of the night, it's your duty to communicate to your husband. The kids are not okay, so that they know. Yeah, if maybe in the morning it's time to go to school, it's you again to wake up and confirm. Is the kid okay to go to school? Can they go to school today and maybe survive in the environment of the school? Yeah, so basically it's about you communicating to your husband about what you need or what is it that is maybe missing in the house.
Next,
The other thing we'll talk about the mental support, whereby it's slightly closer to emotional support. They come hand to hand. So when your husband comes in, maybe they are tired or they are stressed. We both know jobs are always having a lot of ups and downs. So if your husband is coming home at night, or maybe they are tired or they are stressed out there, just be in a position to make them feel good again. Calm them down, tell them it's okay. If maybe they lost their job, be there for them. Communicate to them, let them know it's okay. Jobs come and go, and they can maybe take a rest at home without feeling ashamed of staying at home or looking for the other job. And maybe you can take his responsibility meanwhile as he continues looking for other jobs. Again, you can maybe assist them to look for other jobs, whether online or maybe physical. Ask if there is chances out there. Of course, you might be knowing people that I don't know, and you might be knowing people that you don't know. So if maybe your husband has lost their jobs, you can communicate to your friends or your family members for them again to just go back to their state, so that they can maintain the superiority in the house and continue being the providers.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, don't let your husband feel down because they lost their jobs. Yeah.
Mhm. So you at least made it crystal clear on the issue of so for how long should a woman provide in an event that the man loses his job? How long? For how long should a woman provide?
I think it doesn't have the exact time frame. Yeah, I mean this man has been providing since you were married. Maybe you've been married for 16 years or 10 years or 8 years or even 2 years, and they now lost their job. It will be your responsibility to take over, take their space without judging them, without you making them feel less. Yeah, and just as I said before, as a woman, you have to have at least your savings, have some money that will help you whenever anything pops in.
Okay.
Yeah, your guy will lose their jobs. Yeah.
Okay, well said. So you can have you cleared the family house? You can.
I think the family mentioned everything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked about finances and economic
contributions? Yeah, I had mentioned. I
Okay.
said it's 50-50. So if a man brings something home, or if your man built the house, it's your responsibility maybe to buy the households. Yeah, I mean they don't have to communicate to you directly. Just use your common sense.
Okay.
Identify the need. I have a mansion, and our mansion doesn't have the chairs, the tables, the
Seats
curtains.
and all that.
Yeah, so identify that need and take it as a personal responsibility. Yeah, provide those things if you can. Yeah, if maybe you're working as your husband, just do that. Like it's never written that it's a man work to maybe provide everything in the house. Yeah, so you as a wife just take responsibility, identify what is it that is missing in this house. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think
do what is necessary, and I could just say it's 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah, if a man gives this, you give the other thing. Or maybe I just give a short story. I think biblically we all know the story of Esther. Esther the king. So the king was
The queen.
The queen was asking Esther to ask for anything. And the king was insisting, even if you ask for the kingdom, I'll provide. I'll give you my whole kingdom. This is what I promise. Like, before everybody here, I can give you my kingdom. And Esther was like, okay, personally, I'll give a banquet. So if you're giving the kingdom, I'm giving a banquet. Again, the king,
flower banquet.
the how do I call it? That the dancing and
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Again, the king saw that maybe this woman doesn't really want to know what they want, or maybe they haven't recognized the need. So the king kept on asking Esther, "What can I give to you? Anything that you ask, I'll give it to you." Then, after all that conversation, thirdly, Esther had to conclude by asking the king, "Free my people." Yeah, and the king felt satisfaction. Yeah, because he wanted Esther to ask for something great. Yeah, the gravity of what you give is what I'll give. If you give me maybe a mansion, I'll give you a big car. I don't know the types of cars out there, but I know there is a car that can be measured by a mansion, right? Yeah.
It can be quoted then.
Yeah, so it's 50-50. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. It's just like that.
Okay.
So women in the society, you have a similar responsibility as men have. As long as you agreed you're going to get married to this person, this is a partnership. You have to do this, and they do that.
Okay.
If I provide today, be in a position without feeling like I'm pressing you. Just be yourself and be in a position to at least provide. Take care of the needs. If I'm not around, take care of the needs. You don't have to call me. I'm the man of the house.
Okay. So I just want to communicate some of the expectations that men have.
Okay.
Yeah, from women, because when men ask women what do you bring to the table? You know, some women
Get pissed off.
get pissed off, and I really wonder, because if it's a job opportunity you're trying to get, they'll ask you, what value do you bring to this company? Yeah. So some of the things that men expect women to bring to the table is one, stability and support. For example, in times of hardship, let's say, for example, when things are not moving, for example, if the man has lost his job, so the woman can step in to help. To help at least sort out a few bills. And I really liked it when I asked for how long should the woman step in. You said there's no exact time, right? Yeah. So she can step in to help. Then we also expect, the nurturing energy, to nurture, and to nurture is not only about children, also to nurture the relationship between the two of you. Yeah, it's not only nurturing. So she nurtures the relationship between the two of you by being one feminine, by always going out of her way to ensure that things are working. That's also nurturing. So to nurture is not only children, also the relationship, because it needs nurturing, it needs to be fueled and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you forget, maybe I'd like to mention something. Especially when maybe you give birth to 11 girls. So your husband is the only boy in the house. Yeah. So that will mean all of you have to make sure they feel comfortable being there in the midst of
the man.
Of six women. I mean, if you're a woman, then you give birth to girls.
Okay.
Like 4 girls.
Okay.
You're a woman.
Okay.
Plus 4 girls. That makes 5. And you have a husband. So every day it's your duty again for you as a wife and the other kids to make sure that the man doesn't feel misplaced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That is well said. Then we also expect love and care.
Okay.
So we expect women to love us and care for us. But we don't want the idea of peace, no? Because as men we are already peaceful. So when women say they bring peace to the table, we don't expect that, because we're already peaceful. So we don't need a woman to be peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things men already have. If it's money, they're always working on financial issues. If it's maybe time, if it's peace, and maybe kids. Your man could be having kids out there. So marrying you doesn't mean they're marrying you for you to give back.
Yeah. Then we also need emotional intelligence, and in this case, we don't need a woman. Sometimes feminists also go wrong about some things. They say a woman should, they say that a woman should just talk anyhowly, and they socialize a man to always speak anything that you need to listen to your woman, even if she's talking to you anyhowly because of her bad moods. Just be there as a man, don't react. I mean, that is not fair, because it's not good, and that's why this not only affects women. I mean, men. We have children who suffer verbal abuse from their parents because their mother will just say anything. We have children, especially daughters. They suffer this because now the women have been socialized to speak anyhowly, not trying to think. Even if you're on your mood swings, if you feel like you don't want to talk, you just don't talk instead of just saying anything. So personally, interact with teenagers. They will tell you, there's this thing that my mother said to me, or female teachers also. They also get verbal abuse from female teachers. So it's good for men to be emotionally intelligent. If you feel like you say something that will piss somebody off, don't read. And this is why I'm saying this, because women can manage the emotions. You never hear a woman speaking anyhow to her father or mother, because she knows that if I speak anyhow, I'll be slapped so badly. So if she can control her mood when it comes to her parents, she can also do it when it comes to the husband and children.
Personally, I don't give chances to such people. I mean, you cannot talk to me anybody just because you're having a bad mood. Yeah, we all have such people. We are all human. We all have blood and flesh. So the way you feel pissed off, I can feel the same. Okay. So just have self-control.
Okay.
Don't talk to me when you feel that.
Okay, well said.
You like that. Yeah.
Then, so at least you clarified that. Then also women, I mean men, want expect a vision and ambition, whereby if a man comes to you and tells you, "I have this 10 million. What can we do with this 10 million?" You know, some women like, "Let's go to a vacation. Let's do this and let's do." And men, if you propose, if you come with an idea and tell your woman that we have this 10 million, what can we do? What can we do with this 10 million? And still she go for vacation. Sometimes be careful. That woman, yeah, she does not love you. Yeah, she's there because of money. So if you ask your woman, yeah, so if you ask your woman what can we do with this money, and she tells you you can get this plot of land, you can buy these shares, you can invest this money in money monetary fund, you know, MMF, I think, money monetary fund. I think I won't say the correct full meaning, but so in this sense, so in the I mean in relation to this, we expect that women get financially literate so that they know how to invest money. Yeah, because you find that a man caters for 100% bills, but the woman knows nothing about financial literacy. It's that if the man even dies one day, the family will come to a standstill because the woman knows nothing about finances. So we expect also women to be financially literate. Let them know how you can invest money, how you can multiply the money, how you can uh, invest in various businesses. Also, social capital, as you said, the people I know are different from the ones you know. Yeah, so we also expect, a woman at least bring her social capital, the networks she has, the few people, yeah, the links. So that if you have something that you want to do, she can also contribute by, let's say, reaching out to somebody for some advice and so on. Yeah, yeah. So social capital. Then we also expect resilience. The fact that you can do so many things and still show up and still be strong. Yeah. So those are just some of the things we expect. Just a tip of the iceberg of what we expect. But allow me to ask you this question: do you think there are some expectations that men have that are unrealistic from women? Do you think we have some unrealistic expectations from that men have from women? What they bring to the table, some things that are unrealistic, that don't make sense. Okay. And maybe women can also tell us in the comment section what are some of these expectations that you maybe encountered that a man has had from you that is unrealistic. See? So you can tell us. And do you think um, I'm okay? I'm forgetting that question. Okay, do you think maybe men also have to adjust some of their things, have to adjust some of their expectations?
It just depends.
Okay. So, otherwise, I think thank you so much for clarifying some of the roles that women play in marriages, mostly. So, I think men, we've answered some of your questions. What women bring to the what women bring to the table,
Yeah.
and also women, we've tried also to tell you as men what we expect from you. Yeah, so those are some of the expectations we expect from you. So you can give us some other expectations that you have. Men, tell us your expectations. Women, tell us some of the things that you also bring to the table. We'll also next we'll be shooting what men bring to the table. Yeah, so I'll be very vocal on that very episode
Okay.
to support the boy child and
Okay.
they clearly come out and tell women what to bring to the table. So at the end of the day, we are just communicating that marriage is partnership. Yeah, it's not a one-side win. Yeah, both parties should benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just to conclude on this, just to remind the culture, it's just all about to identify the need.
Okay, to identify the need.
Yeah, identify the need.
The gap.
Start from there. You will eventually fix everything.
Yeah,
In your marriage or in your relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also maybe to also say something that you said. You said it's good for men to get things clear from the word go, so that they don't get shortchanged once they get into marriage. So if you expect your woman to play maybe some financial role and so on, then you should start from even the dating stage, even before you get to marriage. Yeah. So thank you so much for your time. Remember to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, comment. You can also give us some suggestions of some of the topics you want us to handle. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.